Hey, how's it going? It's Ziva and welcome to a plan with me. So today I'm actually going to be setting up my pages for my October reading journal spread, and I'm really excited because this is the first time I'm sharing a reading journal video on this channel. So yeah, this is probably gonna be the norm from now on. I'm gonna be keeping all of my journaling content on one channel, so yeah, I'm moving my reading journal setups on here instead of on my booktube channel. But yeah, so this is my October spread. I'm actually going to be keeping in theme with the spooky season, so I'm doing a very black and white spread, which is actually one of my favorite themes to go for. But the actual theme I'm working with, thanks to you guys who voted on Twitter, is actually dark fairy tales. So dark fairy tales was the theme that won over like mythological stories, which is like perfectly fine. Both themes I think would have fit with October and the witchy season. But I'm still very excited to read some fairy tale retellings this month. So yeah, that's why the spread that I'm going to be doing, it will be very like kind of goth fairy tale-esque. I'm gonna be playing a lot with black silhouettes against the white backdrop, which is exactly what I'm doing here on the first page, just making like a couple of castles on rocks and connecting them with a bridge. I thought it looked really cool, and again it gives off those like fairy tale vibes and like castles and princesses, and this one just kind of reminds me of Count Dracula for some reason. Nothing to do with it, but yeah, it kind of gives me those vibes, probably because of how dark everything looks. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing much to the first page except to just do the little drawing and add some cobwebs just to kind of give it the more Halloween-y feel as well. The only stationery pretty much I'm gonna be using are some black pens. So here I'm using like a black calligraphy pen and just like coloring everything black. I'm also gonna be using one of my black pens, which I always use in my spreads, and I'm gonna leave it name down below. I actually don't know what it's called. It's Stabilo pen, I think. And going in with some silver details to once again just keep with the monochromatic color scheme, which I just honestly live for. I love it so much. I always feel very inspired to make a spread using these colors, so I was really happy when I made the decision to actually keep it very monochromatic. And I hope you guys like it as well. I feel like it looks very classic and kind of timeless. So yeah, I like it personally. Okay, here I have kind of like the base of the first couple of pages of the like little art pieces that I decided to add. Then I'm just gonna go in and write Once Upon a Time, a Twisted Tale again in this very like twisty calligraphy style. I was considering just using like a gothic calligraphy for every single writing that I did, but I decided to just keep that calligraphy style for the titles of the pages. So on the first page, I'm gonna write October in this very gothic calligraphy style, and for the rest of the pages as well. But any other writing that I did, I actually kind of used this twisted writing. Kind of more fairy tale-ish, fairy tale-esque, I guess. And by the way, down below in the description you can find some links of like art pieces and styles that inspired me for this spread. Not everything is an original idea, some were definitely inspirations I found on the internet. Here I'm going in to write October in a gothic calligraphy. And then the page was also missing some more details, and for it to be more filled out, so I added another couple of things like the bats and everything, and then also finishing off the silhouette of the little hills at the bottom. By the way, if you have a channel and have like a journaling video for October, a plan with me for October, definitely tell me below so I can check out your videos. I've loved seeing what people have come up with, and everything looks so pretty. I can't believe the journaling community is so talented. I am beyond all, like, just so beautiful. Okay, the first title page is done now. Going on to the second page, which is my TBR page. I'm just gonna once again add some cobwebs as a detail, and I'm also going to draw like a frame around the page because I really actually like doing that on my TBR page. It makes it look a bit more organized, and I don't know, it just kind of looks better. And the way I'm actually gonna be not exactly numbering but just bullet pointing my TBR, I guess, is that I'm going to be doing it with stones, little drawings of little gravestones. I thought it was a nice touch, and I'm pretty sure it was once again an idea that I found on the internet. Okay, moving on to the third page. This is going to be my reading tracker page. I always like to add a little art piece to the side of my like reading tracker page. So on this one I'm gonna be doing kind of like a clock, a gothic clock design, and I'm gonna add some fairy tale elements at the bottom. Once again, I found a lot of inspiration from like actual gothic clocks that I found on Google. I just googled what like a goth clock is supposed to look like, and I kind of tried to draw something in a similar style. And then later on I just decided to add the like fairy tale details because that would be in theme with my dark fairy tales theme, of course. The fairy tale elements I'm gonna be adding is first, of course, the Red Riding Hood, and then we have an apple, a mirror, but I just drew like a handheld mirror here, and then also Cinderella's slipper. So yeah, those are kind of the four that I thought would be the most recognizable, so that's why I added them to this spread. And I think it like adds a more personal touch to this clock that I drew, and of course it is in theme with my theme. So I thought it would be like a nice little touch to the spread. I'm sorry if my voice gets very croaky throughout this voiceover. By the way, I am currently with a cold, so yeah, my voice is kind of weak at the moment, but hopefully it will make it through this video. I'm once again coloring in the black to get the silhouette of the clock, but this time I'm not gonna like color the entire thing, just to kind of keep some of the details of the clock visible, because I feel like if I would have gone over the whole thing, the details would have been lost too much. I did regret it just a little bit going over the fairy tale elements with silver, because once again, like, I covered most of the details, especially with the mirror. So that's kind of a shame, but yeah, I can't actually go over it right now because the silver pen is very metallic and nothing really covers it. Maybe I could have tried with a Sharpie. I might actually still try that to see if it's gonna cover it or not. Here you can see it better how it really covers up the details, especially of the handle, on the handle of the mirror. And also the slipper. Does it still look like a slipper or just like a blob? Who knows? For the last page, which is a monthly review page, I actually tried playing around with a drawing of like a goth princess, or just a princess drawn in a black and white color scheme. And I actually feel pretty proud the way this one turned out. It even does look a little bit gothic, which was what I was aiming for, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out as well. At this point I probably should have switched out some of the pens that I was using, because with these ones, the calligraphy pen and the silver metallic pen I was using, it was really hard to draw any details on top of one another, because the black really isn't visible on top of the silver, and the silver kind of really overpowers the black, I think. So the dress design was a bit trickier, and I'm not very proud of the end result. So I wish I had done that better, but yeah, I'm gonna have to remember that in the future whenever I'm using this color combination, so I can figure something else out that is actually going to like cover each other up, if that makes sense. You can also see down below that I actually messed up with like a black line down the page, but I'm gonna go over with an eraser to actually erase that. And here you can see me trying to actually add some details to the silver. I was gonna like add some black lines to actually make it look like lace, because that's a very like gothic look on a dress, lots of lace, but unfortunately it just didn't show up very well. I also added another couple of bats here to write in favorite book and favorite quote, and I'm gonna write my favorite book and favorite quote underneath that, so I'm actually also going to add little frames to that. And here you can see me also trying to do the like swirly calligraphy to write in favorite book and favorite quote. I actually quite like how this page turned out. I think it looks very pretty and very contrasty, so I'm pretty happy. I didn't think it was gonna turn out well at the beginning. For the page titles, I'm just using my calligraphy pen that I actually got for when I started learning this Gothic calligraphy. As you can see, I actually misspelled monthly, like don't mind that. I actually realized just yesterday, I think. And also kind of messed up with the spacing on this page. I was gonna write in reading tracker, not reading track, but unfortunately I ran out of space. When I was planning out where to put a title, I just did the letters a bit too close together. I forgot that, you know, using a calligraphy pen, you kind of have to add the width of the actual pen and actually like write the letters slightly more separated. Then I'm just flipping through the pages to see what more details to add to the spreads to make them look fuller. Now for a final flip through, here's what the pages ended up looking like. Of course, the title page with the castle and then the hills down below. I actually really like the way this turned out. It looks pretty nice, I think. And the black and white contrast, of course, is perfect for an October theme. Here I still have to write in my October TBR now that I know what I'm going to be reading for October and also Gothtober, which is a readathon I'm going to be participating in. So yeah, I have to add those books, and actually I do have a TBR video on my booktube channel if you would like to know what I'll be reading. I'm gonna link it down below. And then onto the last couple of pages, here they are. Here I actually tried to go over with a black pen over the silver, and as you can see, it really didn't cover it. It actually kind of smudged the silver underneath instead. So yeah, that was not a good idea. And then lastly, we just have the princess and the review page. And yeah, that is it for this video and for this spread. I really hope you guys like it. If you have a favorite part to the spread, definitely tell me about it. And of course, if you have a video of your own, definitely tell me so I can check it out. I love watching journaling videos. So yeah, that is going to be it for this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you with the next video. Bye!